Welcome to Machine Guide Eats, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Darling. This is going to be my first vlog of the year. This year, my goal is to make myself a little bit more marketable as far as social media, since the world is so superficial that involves looks maxing to a certain degree. What is looks maxing? That is maximizing your potential as far as like your body composition, as far as the way you look. And I know a lot of times it don't apply to black people because the people that came up with those terms are some raving racists. We're talking about just the idea of being the best version of yourself and using that in order to, get yourself to the next level in life. Unfortunately, we do live in a superficial, over-sexualized society. So in making yourself a object of desire, you are able to make more money and market more items to people because people take you more seriously. Here is my body in its current form. At 43 years of age, I think I look okay. You understand? Like I think I'm doing okay for myself. Unfortunately, this is just a regular ass body. You understand? And there's things that I can shape out and get right. Now, my goal going into this year was to cut out energy drinks because they make me feel like ass. There's a lot of stuff in energy drinks that were unhealthy, not just the sugar and everything, but the fact that you're taking in so many calories throughout the day, especially how I was drinking them. I was drinking them 1, 2, 3 energy drinks a day, 900 calories in a day for over 900 calories in a day to satiate my energy drink craze, which is putting more excess bullshit on my body that it needs to be there. Now, I'm already skinny as it is, and I do want to put on a little bit more weight. But the problem with putting on weight, and the thing that a lot of people don't understand, is there's a way to put on weight, a healthy way to put on weight, and there's an unhealthy way to put on weight. You can't spot check where fat is gonna go. Like for instance, when I take in more calories, I would like those calories, of course, to go to my arms. I like to have bigger arms because, bigger chest, bigger legs, obviously, because this is just, I don't know what's going on down here. I walk a lot. But all of it goes to my midsection, right? But a lot of times that's because a lot of the bull crap that I eat doesn't nourish my muscles, okay? I work out a lot. Not that I don't work out. I am gonna increase the intensity of some of my workouts, especially my chest workout, because I want to build some upper chest and everything. And I know for some of y'all this may sound superficial, but it's a superficial world that we live in, and there's some marketability to be taken advantage of in this world if you can maximize your potential as far as the way you look. It's just the truth. I don't want to admit it. I don't want to say, okay, yeah, because you look a certain way, it's going to get you more of this, and people are going to buy more products from you. People are going to engage with you more, but it's the truth. You understand? So for me, one of my goals this year is to shape out this area here, to make it so that it's just, like a little bit better. Not that it looks terrible now, but I want to get rid of some things and I want to add some things, if that makes sense, right? That requires a little bit of discipline. Besides the energy drink, a lot of times when I'm at work, I drink sodas to satiate my sweet tooth because there's a lot of, stress that comes along with running tables, and keeping up with orders and everything. So in between there's always a soda machine there tempting you to go and be like, you know what, come and get you some soda. I'm avoiding that. One of the things I'm telling myself now is anytime I'm outside the house, there is no reason to ingest high calorie anything. Now, if I need to snack on anything, I'll partake in some dried fruit. This is going to be my new vice, dried fruit. I love these mangoes. They taste better than some candy. Besides gummies and Skittles and stuff, you also have dried pineapples. And there's a variety of flavors of all types of, dried fruit. There's also dried pineapples with chamoy sauce and spicy stuff too. So there's options that will help me fight certain cravings going forward. Now, I've been a vegetarian for about a year, which is why a lot of weight fell off of me. One of the things that I hate is that in my face, I lose a lot of weight in my face as far as I look gaunt. Obviously, as you get older, you start to have your eyes get more sunken in. So sometimes I'm looking at my videos, I look real tired. You know what I'm saying? I smoke a lot too, but I'm trying to change a lot of that by drinking water, taking care of my skin better, not smoking as much throughout the day, and just making, like I say, being a better steward of my body, because honestly, the only person who is occupying this vessel is me, and the only person that is willing to take care of it is me. Preventative care, like I've always said, is the best form of care, so you don't have to deal with these insurance companies, these hospital bills, these doctors, them feeding you pills that are gonna fuck up your internal organs like your liver and your kidneys and all of that stuff. I want to avoid that as best as I can. I also want to avoid doing that damage to myself. Hence the reason I cut out the energy drinks and everything. And going forward, I'm trying to get to the get down. Oh man, I know I'm supposed to be gone. Like I was supposed to like leave like 5 minutes ago, but I feel like ass. I don't know what's been going on. It's probably because I didn't change my diet up, but Friday I had to leave work early. I was only there for a couple hours because I ended up getting like a terrible migraine, which turned into me throwing up at work. Like I ended up making it to the bathroom, but I threw up 4 fucking times at work. I couldn't even cash out my last table. I was feeling so crusty. And then, fuck, like I just drank like water. Like I don't typically drink water. When I left work Friday, I made it to the parking lot, threw up again. I got to the bus, and I was like, all right, get to the bus so I can make it to Las Vegas Boulevard. I can make it, downtown where I live, like pretty easily. But I couldn't even be on the bus for more than like a couple minutes, like a couple stops. I have to get off, throw up again. So I have to ride my scooter all the way here. Oh, all right. Let's get to it. Shake it off. We got to make this money out. Wait. I swear this generation of young people is fucking dumb, bro. These kids couldn't figure out whether to fucking move out the way or not. Like, get ran over then. Let's see how long they actually keep me at work today. It is Monday, the beginning of the week. The kids are back in school, so I think that it's going to be extremely slow. So I don't think I'm going to be there no more than like a couple hours. I'm going in at 11:30, close to noon today for the lunch hour rush. But we'll see. We will see. Boy. All right. Look like I'm here a few minutes early.
Come in.
Hey, good morning. I'm doing okay. A little early, as always.
Okay,
Were you here yesterday?
I was, but I went home at 11 because I had an earache, like an outer ear infection. I had to go to the doctor.
Really?
Yeah.
I left here early Friday too because I ended up having, I got sick. I had like real bad. I had a migraine, ended up throwing up, all kinds of stuff. I was only here for like a couple hours. Jamie had to close out my last table.
I had to go. I came in here, thought it was going to be okay, and the ear just started getting worse. So
Uh-huh.
I had earaches. Come to find out it was the ear outer infection. I told David, he's like, you're going to have to give me a few minutes. And I said, oh, this
Who came in?
Jeanette.
Jeanette? Okay.
I left at like 10:50.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully you feel better.
I have that medicine work, the ear drop, so I'm just taking it. It's going to be, I can't wear an earpiece.
All right. One of the benefits of coming to work early is so I can get me a nice fresh salad and some sweet tea. I know it's tea, 80 calories. Now I'm not counting calories that hard, but you know I'm trying to avoid the super sugary drinks, and that's not that much sugar. I make it in the morning, so I know what goes into it. Plenty of Parmesan. Snow this piece. That's what I'm talking about. I've been looking forward to this all morning. All right, time to clock out. See what we made. Clock out, yes. They claim, oh, $3 in cash, supposedly. And I see we made all together. Submit this. And when I see what we made today. We were here for 3 hours. And we made about 50.75. Not bad for 3 hours. All right, y'all, we just made it back into the house. I ended up riding my scooter all the way here because I didn't feel like waiting on the bus. I stopped at the weed store at the dispensary after I left work. I didn't pick nothing up because when I walked in there, the line was to the freaking door. I said, F it. I'll wait till tomorrow. The irritating thing about going to the dispensary, y'all, if you guys don't live in a state with dispensaries, weed dispensaries, is that people get in line and don't know what the F they want, right? So they'll get in line, they sit up there, let's say it's 2 cashiers, 2 bud tenders, right? They'll get up there and be like, well, what's this and what's it? And I'll be wanting to say, it's weed. You get either this or that. The flavor is 3 things. Flavor, THC, whether it's going to give you a head high or body high. All this extra conversation and rigmarole while the line is wrapped out the door is crazy to me. So if you ever come into Vegas and you find yourself in a dispensary and it's taking all day, it's because people trying to make friends with the bud tender. Buy your shit and get the F out. Especially if you local. Especially if you do this shit on a regular basis. Go in there, get your stuff and get out. But I know weed dulls the senses. So sometimes people be in there like on slow-mo mode going in there to get their bud, and I'd be like, oh yeah, this is a true piehead right here. But how the fuck do you smoke so much weed and not know what the fuck you want? And you done been in here a million goddamn times. Do I have any points on my card? Yes, sir. You have 23,000 points. Nigga, you was just in here fucking 2 hours ago. How do you not know what you want, right? So when I walk into the dispensary and it's a line at the door, I'd be like, fuck that. Especially if it's like a lot of older like white people in there, and it's the tourists, like, oh, what's this? What's this? They ain't never had to meet fucking dime bag Dave on a fucking whim to get your fix in. They just, weed is popular, it's legal now, so it's a lot of people that didn't smoke weed back in the day are smoking weed now. Then they get in there and they act like it's like this. Bro, you can pull up the fucking menu on your phone before you even get in there. You can pull it up, put your order in, and when you get up there, show them your ID and already be ready to go. Know what you gonna fucking get before you get out here, but that's my rant for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. As I said this morning, I'm gonna be working to try to achieve a certain aesthetic, not too much different than what I am, but a little bit more ripped. So, I mean, alcohol ain't the answer, but I did pick me up a couple shots. This ain't gonna help none. I'm just being honest with you. I did pick me up a couple shots. I typically, at least once or twice a week, pick me up a couple shots after work and unwind, but since I couldn't pick up my marijuana today, I figured I'd pick up a couple shots. Ain't gonna help with the body situation. I know, body yada yada, but I'm gonna indulge today. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed the video from earlier. If I'm able to post this video on Monday, I hope you guys enjoyed the video from earlier this morning where I was talking about whether or not you're worth it or not. I hope you guys enjoyed that content there. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.